Born in 1893, Ip Man became one of the foremost practitioners of the Wing Chun Kung Fu style associated with his region of China. In his early life in Foshan, both before and after the Second Sino-Japanese War, Ip worked as a policeman. However, during the war itself, Ip Man went to live with a former student, resisting the Japanese as best he could. After that war ended, the Chinese Civil War and Communist Party takeover of China followed when the CCP finally won in 1949. Ip fled to Hong Kong, where he found many disciples who wished to learn his style. Among these disciples was one Li Zhengfan, a 16-year-old young man who had been born in Chinatown, San Francisco. At that time, Li was living with his parents in Hong Kong, had recently lost some fights with members of a rival gang, and was perhaps looking for revenge. The boy would learn quickly from the master, ultimately going on to overshadow his fame. This young man was named Bruce Lee. However, Lee didn't immediately receive instruction from the Grandmaster. Ip only taught some of his students directly and instead assigned one of his senior students to be Lee's primary teacher. Lee, determined to become a good fighter, worked hard and experienced tremendous progress under Wang's tutelage. The promise he showed wasn't lost on Ip, who trained with him too and helped Lee develop a deep, meaningful understanding of philosophical side of Kung Fu. Bruce Lee said he didn't necessarily join Ip Man for the right reasons, but the training and enlightenment he received paid off in a big way. Unfortunately, though, learning Kung Fu did little to keep him out of trouble. As a result, he was sent to the United States when he was 18, far away from his gang in Hong Kong. His training with Ip Man ended, but a new era began for him there, with the actor eventually opening his own Kung Fu schools and using his skills to become a martial arts movie star.